In the middle or the end of this month, my character redesign will be revealed for Season 3. I will post my first video either later this month or early next month.
Yeah, we just love lying, don't we? Okay, but being for real here, I'm very sorry that I just didn't keep my word about posting. Like, you know, the usual happens, some stuff ended up getting in the way and all that. You've heard this like once or twice before. But yeah, I like to say that I'm coming back to this channel after like fucking 2 months without uploading. And I've been uploading on that channel because it's just so much more easier to make a short about a sneak peek. For at least like the first few months. Alright, enough of that yap session. Let's actually get into the main topic of this video. You know, let's get into the meat of this. I've never really talked about Glitch Productions here on this channel. Maybe the Amazing Digital Circus like once or twice. But literally other than that, Glitch is pretty alien to this channel. But recently they actually uploaded a pilot to their new series, the Gaslight District. And holy shit, this is actually peak. Now, before I say anything, this is just morely a review. I'm not explaining this entire pilot, which is about 26 minutes long. You guys can go watch that. The video is in the description. But I just want to review this. I don't want to explain an entire thing. Like, I already spent like 18 minutes explaining Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I don't want to explain this in like under 26 minutes. Now, I will mention or show stuff from the pilot that I specifically like. But I would recommend go watching the pilot first before coming back. Whew, finally, I'm actually done with this intro. Alright, without further ado, let's get into this review.
Show me how much. The Jonas Brothers! Show me how much you want.
Now, 2 seconds ago, you may have heard me say that this shit was pretty peak. Well, I didn't always think that. Alright, let me explain. So basically, a month before the pilot would premiere, they actually ended up releasing a trailer for it. And I watched it because, you know, I want to know what would the pilot be about. And I'm gonna be for real, this was my initial reaction.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I wasn't really much of a fan of this at the start, because I got like a medieval vibe from it, because of, like, it does have some medieval-like ties in the pilot, but mostly it's just like a dark comedy, kind of similar to like the Tim Burton style. But I don't really like medieval style. Okay, maybe Berserk. Berserk is actually really good, but other than that, I don't really like medieval like stuff. I don't really like medieval. But yet, I was so positive that this could be good. So I waited a whole entire month for this to finally premiere. And I'm gonna say it, this is actually really good. Like, being for real here, like we're dead ass here. The animation is honestly really good. It's very smooth, it's simple, and the style of it is like similar to Tim Burton, like I've said before. The character designs are honestly spectacular, but there's one tiny little criticism I have, and it's the story. Okay, so long story short, the Earth had actually ended for like a long time now, and humans have been misshapen into these like fuck-ass looking things, and they can just simply live forever because of this. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. But apparently if a human is born, it'll just ruin the eternal life, and it'll just go back to, you know, having one life. And Mel, the main character, is secretly human, but she wants to live with everyone with an infinite amount of lives. Because, you know, they just have infinite Robux and shit. So she comes up with a plan with her adoptive father and, I guess, her friends. But the plan is this. They're going to go into heaven, and they're going to steal an angel egg, make it look like a human egg, and then just spike it in front of everyone. Then boom, the human is dead for another 10,000 years, and no one will think Mel about being a human ever again. But here are some of the few questions. Why is Mel trying to live amongst everyone? How did the world end? Why the hell is heaven here? And also, where the fuck did this come from? Okay, first one's probably easy to solve. Mel just doesn't want to die because she's human. And she's just, you know, she just wants to live amongst everyone. Second question, you know, being how did the world end? Judging that literally from the start, we see an underwater abandoned city. Most likely reason the world had just like flooded. I don't know the answer for question 3. I don't know why heaven is here, but I guess they just wanted to join the party. I don't know. And fourth question, what the fuck is this? Apparently this thing is called hubris or the black hand, whatever. I don't know where this thing came from, but most likely it just came from heaven. I don't know. But other than the story, is the Gaslight District good? For what it is, Hell yes. Now, I could end the video right here, but I just kind of want to talk about the characters. Mainly my two favorites. First thing, Breadhead. I fucking love Breadhead. I don't care what you say. I love him. Breadhead is that kind of big character that's both unserious and serious at the same time. Like, literally one part of the pilot, he actually gets drunk because Mel keeps giving him alcohol. I'm not fucking with you. Like, we should all look up to him because he's getting drunk. That is gonna be us as future fathers. Also, there's one part where he sniffs a bag of yeast and he gains muscles like he's fucking Popeye. And if you think I'm joking, here's the clip.
I'll be there to guide you on silver wings.
You know, I can do that. It's just with a bag of cocaine. But yeah, Breadhead is easily my favorite character in the series so far. 10 out of 10 character. Next up, Ken the Butcher. Ken is just that one character that's just a father and just really cares for his children. He adopted Mel while he accidentally made Breadhead and just views him as a son. But also, this dude has a little bit of an anger issue problem. Uh-oh. Ken is the only one in town that actually knows that Mel is a human, and he tries his best to hide it by killing anyone who knows Mel is a human just so a soul would even hear about it, or just straight up cementing them. But yeah, other than that, Ken is a really good father when it comes to protecting his children. 10 out of 10 character. And no, we're not ranking any other characters.
I would like to game it that way.